Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited for today's video because it is a hair tutorial and I have not done many of those on my channel, so I thought it would be fun to start incorporating some hair looks for you guys. This is a tousled curl with lots of volume, and I showed you some tips and tricks on how to make your hair look thicker and fuller if you don't have that naturally. So if y'all are interested on that, then keep on watching. See you in a minute. Tutorial. I'm so excited to finally be able to do like an in-depth hair tutorial because for the longest time my hair was so damaged, so I couldn't really show you all much with it because I was trying to keep heat off of it. So today's tutorial is kind of like a smaller, more voluminous curl for short hair. Just ignore this massive crater on my face. Rude. But anyways, I'm going to first tell y'all about the products that I'm going to use, but just going to name them real quick and then we'll go right into it. The wand that I'm using today is the Paul Mitchell Pro Tools wand. This is the clip wand, so you can like exchange the barrels, which is pretty cool. That's just the barrel it came with. And then I'm using a cheese straightener. And then I have this root pump, which it's pretty much how I explain it to my clients. It is pretty much a mousse for just your roots, so you don't get that like crunchiness throughout. If that makes sense, like it doesn't like put grip on your ends. It just is strictly for your roots. And that is all I have in my hair right now. I have not done anything to it. I literally put this root pump in last night. You literally just, I'm not going to do it right now because my hair's not wet, but you literally just like section your hair off like this and spray it right at your root there. Rub that in and then you blow dry it in your hair. And it just gives you so much volume. I mean, you all can see I'm literally just like pushing up on that is the only thing I have in my hair right now. It's just that root pump, and you can see just like from pushing on it, it gives you so much volume. It's insane. So that is like one of my top products. I will recommend that to anybody who wants volume in their hair. And then what I have, another product from Big Sexy Hair is the Powder Play. The Powder Play is probably another top product. Probably my two favorite products for styling ever is that root pump and this Powder Play. The reason I like the Powder Play, it gives you some texture at your base, so I'll show you how to use that in the video. And then my Orbe Soft Lacquer Heat Styling Spray. I will tell you, Orbe is super expensive. This is just the heat protectant I have with me today, so that is why I'm using it. It is amazing. It is amazing. But there are definitely more inexpensive options as far as like, heat protectants that stay in your hair, or heat protectants that give your hair some grip. So that's what this does, is it kind of, and that's why I like it, is because once you style your hair with this heat protectant, it like helps hold it, and I usually don't even have to use hairspray when I use it. Last thing is the Joico Beach Shake Texturizing Spray, which I've only used a few times, but it's just the only texture spray I have with me. Any texture spray will do. And then I have my teaser comb. It's just the Amped Up brand, which is the best teasing comb out there. We have these at Transformations. Again, if you're local, stop by, grab one. These are a game changer. So I'm going to turn this on. Another nice thing about this Paul Mitchell wand is it's really dark so you can't see it, but there is a temperature gauge right here. And you can adjust it depending on how thick or coarse your hair is. And then I have this, I think it's like Invisibobble is what it's called, this hair tie. And it's really nice for when you're trying to section off your hair, because it doesn't leave any lines or anything, which is so nice. I'm going to take my wand, and you want your wand to be completely vertical wand, curling iron, whichever works. You want your wand to be vertical, like completely vertical, not at an angle, just all the way down, and then you're just gonna wrap this, and like I'm taking bigger sections on the bottom. Like I said, I'm not focusing too much attention on my bottom pieces, which that just curled a lot tighter than I even thought it would. But yeah, just like doing this all around. You really want to make sure when you're doing this that your wand stays in the same position throughout your hair, just because that is really vital to getting the volume that you want. Okay, so now that I have this bottom section all curled, I'm going to take another section down. Just making a pretty generous section. I don't like little baby sections because honestly, I'm not patient enough for them. If you want to know the truth, I mean, that's beautiful. I think we should just leave it like that. Okay. So same thing, taking that heat protectant. A little goes a long way with this product. Okay, and the same thing on this section, but first, before I curl it, I'm going to go around and tease this section because I do want a lot of volume with this look. So, we're saying take it by the ends, pull your hair up like this, and tease right at the base of your hair underneath here. Brush that out. Now, if you like take your hair straight out and tease like that, it's going to make you have more of a boxy effect because your hair is going to naturally want to come out this way rather than like vertical. So you want to hold your hair up. That's like a really important step. Yeah. So I'm just going to do this all the way around my head. I'm going to go through, again, same thing, taking smaller sections now. So this is about the section that I'm going to take. Every other one I'll take a little bigger, a little smaller, and kind of mix it up a little bit. But now that we're in this midsection, this is going to be your most important section. Yeah. So same thing, you're wanting to hold your barrel vertically and just curl away, girl. Now also holding it vertically, that's what's going to help us have more volume, because when you hold it vertically, the base of your hair, like right here, is the first to get wrapped around the barrel, and so it's naturally just going to have more volume up top here. I don't know if you can see or not, but when you touch these curls, they feel really crunchy. And then once I go through and comb, run my fingers through these curls, it's going to keep it perfectly in place. So it's really nice just because it allows that curl to sit up while it's cooling, which in turn keeps your curls in place for longer. Okay. So now I'm taking down this last section, and yes, I need my roots done, it's really bad. apart today because it usually has a mind of its own. Okay, so usually my hair does this like crazy side part and there's just no way to do it otherwise, but I did blow dry it in the middle. Nope, it's not gonna do that. Okay, so my hair just wants to like part crazy to the side. So we're just gonna work with it. It's just easier to just go with it because if you don't, then it doesn't do right. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tease this back section here. Not like a ton, but just a little bit to give it a little bit of height. And that's all I'm going to do that section. What I'm going to do is I'm going to comb this front section forward, like so. All of this front section here. So hard to see under here to see what I'm doing. So make sure you all can see it. Okay. So you can see just like this front section here, I have all in front of my face. And so now what I'm going to do is, actually I'm going to start from the front and go back. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray this heat protectant right at my root there. Let that dry. And I'm going to take my straightener and straighten this forward like that. Same thing. Now what this is doing you're taking your hair, oh, I'm going to wait because that was this a little bit. You're taking your hair, you are, styling it all forward. So then whenever you push it back to curl it, it's going to automatically give it more volume. Whichever way you want your hair to have volume, you do it the opposite way. So when this falls back, it's going to naturally have more volume. So I'm just doing this all the way back, just kind of taking my straightener just through, ooh, that gave it a little bit of a crease there, just through this front section. So now I'm going to flip that back. Whoa. I'm going to flip this section back now, and part it how I had it parted before. Is that right? Can't see it. Okay, so you can see that just gave it a lot of volume, a lot of lift through there. Okay. So that was that. And you can also do that like with your straight hair too. It's a good little trick to get some volume without teasing. Okay, so these top sections, I'm going to do the same thing here. As I was doing earlier, hold this vertically, curl, 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 life away. Now these ones are like further away from the face. I'm going to do a little bit tighter, and then you'll see whenever I get towards the face, I'm going to actually leave that section out for now because I'm going to take a really big section closer to the face to keep that looking softer. Okay, so now I have left these front sections out. We're looking a little bit 90s crimp hair vibes because we haven't brushed it out yet. But these front pieces I do not want to be as curly as the others, so I'm taking bigger sections, but using the same technique. Well, hold that more vertical and just kind of slide this down just to give that a softer look. So since I have a larger bang section, I'm going to separate it into 2 different sections and do the same thing that I just did on the other side. Same technique, just bigger section. Ooh, it's way harder to grab. So like I literally have that on there for like 2 seconds, but that's really all you need. So then you can see just on my bang, it just gives it a little kind of a swoop. So it's really soft, but still goes with the same pattern of your hair. It's still going the same direction. So now that I have all of my curls in place, and you can see they are pretty tight. So now I'm going to go in, this is a twisted fringe brush, which is actually for extensions, but it works a lot like a wet brush. It's really gentle on the hair, which is why I like it. But I would suggest using a wet brush to brush out your hair. I just have no idea where mine is, so that's why I'm using this one. And I'm literally just taking it and brushing through these curls. Not super rough. Like I don't want to brush them out completely, but just enough to where they don't have that like 90s look, you know. I have this all curled. This is where you go in with this powder play. And this is what's going to keep that volume in place. I'm just going to go in this middle section here where I kind of teased it before, and I'm just going to, I put way too much, but just a good idea. And that powder play just gives like unbelievable volume. Even if you have your straight hair, if you take it through that middle section and just like put it through, you really don't even need to tease it. It just like does all the work for you. So I use this a lot of times with like my updos and stuff to keep the hair voluminous so that when I tease it, it doesn't fall throughout the day. So now that I have done that with my powder play, I'm going in with a texture spray. This is the Joico Beach Shake. Now, I told you all at the beginning of this video, I think, I don't know if I said this or not, but I have so many clients tell me that they cannot get volume in their hair, and that it lays flat, and they can't get it to do anything, and when I ask them if they're using a product, like 8 times out of 10, they're not using product, or they're just using like a hairspray. And product is going to be the key to getting a big voluminous hair. It's going to be the key to making your hair look thicker, to make it look like you have more hair, because that's what's going to give you a lot of grip, and it just cuts out, honestly, a lot of the styling work whenever you use those products. So, any kind of texture spray will work. Actually, my favorite texture spray, I don't know, this might end up being my favorite. I've only used it one other time. But my favorite texture spray is, well, I have 2. The Amika texture spray, I don't remember what it's called, but the Amika texture spray and the Euphoria texture spray are 2 of my absolute favorites. They're great because they separate the hair without making it feel like sticky. Alright y'all, so that is it for this tutorial. Super fun, tousled curls that give your hair a more, a thicker appearance. So if y'all like this and you like tutorials like this, definitely let me know and I will put some more together. I'm kind of thinking of mixing my makeup and hair tutorials, so doing like 1 week makeup, next week hair, so on and so forth. Just to kind of keep it different and fun and kind of connect to as many people as I can. If y'all have any questions about this look, as always, be sure to comment down below or shoot me a DM on Instagram. If y'all don't already follow my Instagram, it is HairMakeupandMolly. I will link that down below for y'all. Please remember to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye guys. Hey y'all, today's video, thank you so much again for